If you travel down the long straight road, you'll travel for miles and miles. You'll find endless rows of trees and hay on either side of the road, one after another, with no end in sight. During the winter, the leaves have fallen from the trees, leaving a barren skeleton of life. There seems to be nothing interesting beyond here, but before you turn the other way, maybe consider staying the course, because if you keep going past the trees and the hay, you'll find an oddly vibrant mailbox, covered in sky blue paint with white clouds dotted throughout. 3609. 3609 Pasture Road, to be precise. Travel a bit further down the road and you'll find a light blue sign, warmly welcoming you to blue skies, leaving behind the fog in the distance. Your curiosity will get the best of you, and as you look around the land, you'll find several red-colored stables with four-legged creatures occupying the space. Depending on the day, you'll find people tending to the land and to the horses. Oftentimes, there will be equine chiropractors for the horses and farriers available to shoe the horse's hoof. If you want to walk up the steps to enter the storage shed, Max will block your way like a sphinx guarding a secret passage. Despite his formidable appearance, he's not the one who owns this place. Instead, please welcome Deborah Pearson Moyers.
When I was 8 years old, my parents took me up to Baraboo, Wisconsin, and we were camping out, and I wanted to ride some beautiful horses because I just did. And so they put me on a trail ride, waved bye-bye, and I came back with an incurable fever of horse fever. So from that day on, I just begged my parents to get me a horse. I thought there'd always be one under the Christmas tree. There never was. But later on, when I was 22 years old and in college, and I decided to start riding again, and had a lovely horse at that time named Lady of London. And I just reawakened this childhood joy and freedom of being on the back of a horse. There's nothing like it. Later on, when it was possible, I just did anything I could do to get near horses, no matter where I was. When we moved down here, my husband lured me down to North Carolina by saying that we could get a horse on our own land, which I didn't believe him, because it had been so many years that I've been waiting. But we bought this land. It was just raw land from Mapleview Farms. They were trying to generate the capital to build a bottling plant. And so we bought this land, and he put the fence and the barn in before even the house. And we went to look at a horse named Midnight Star. And I was 8 months pregnant with our fourth child, so I couldn't test ride him, but the kids did, the 3 children we had. And the girl that owned him wanted him to come home with us, so she sold him to us for $100. And we just had so much fun with this horse. I wanted to do more than just ride around with him, so I started offering lessons to their friends, and because my husband's a teacher, I knew a lot of children, and because we had 4 children, so soon I was offering lessons to children. And it's just so fulfilling when a child, when their eyes light up when they figured out the posting trot, or when they've learned how to ride a horse without pulling on the reins or kicking them. It's magic. It's totally magic. And these days now I teach a class called Women's Intuitive Riding, and that came out of a mom who handed me a book called The Tao of Equus. She said, I don't know why I'm giving you this book. I haven't read it, but I'm compelled to give it to you. And I read it, and I was amazed that all the things I'd seen with horses, the way they give you the lesson that you need that day every time. So I started teaching women's intuitive riding. We're sort of exploring that magic that women have with horses. Mostly my real joy is to get back on my Charlie and disappear in the woods with him. He's a lovely soul, beautiful horse, and it's my childhood dream come true. I get to live the dream.